wonderful treat today because we're going to get to learn about a woman who many of you have seen before doing really good things for the community. How many of you have been to an auction that Karen has done? Look at this, Karen. Wow. That's how you won, that's how you raised over, let's see, what's that number I have here? $150 million since you've been doing this. Karen was the very first woman auctioneer ever, I think, in the whole wide world.
In the fundraising.
In the fundraising. Okay. Let's start on the journey of Karen Sorbo. I do want to tell people exactly where you were born and how you, the journey of becoming, I'm going to ask little questions in between, but let's find out first, where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in a rural hobby farm in Minnesota. I had two older brothers, and I did nothing. I'll start it out by saying anything I ever did was not normal because I felt that normal was a setting on a dryer, and I didn't want to be normal. So anything I ever tackled in life just was not normal. But yes, I did. I truly believe that I was led into this career because of, since a little girl, I always wanted to make a difference. No matter what that I had to tackle, I wanted to make a difference. And it started out at the age of 6, and before the age of 6, I really didn't talk. I don't know what happened since then.
Oh, stored it all up and then it's all coming out now.
No, I'm reminded here and there that, Karen, you didn't even speak until the age of 6, but it all started, my journey started then when I remember that we were selling pumpkins by the side of the road during Halloween, and I would take the proceeds of those pumpkins and I would purchase National Geographic subscriptions. And I would cut out all the little pictures of villages and little distended bellies, and I'd paste them all over my bedroom wall. And my father would come in and he says, now get that down off the wall. You can't change the world, Karen. You cannot make a difference. And I thought, well, I don't want to disrespect my father, but I'm going to make a difference no matter what. But those pumpkins started me out on buying a subscription and saying, there are people less fortunate than me. There are people suffering. And no matter what I go through in life, somebody is less fortunate than me. So that basically spearheaded my life. But I didn't become an auctioneer until way later. Yeah, I remember at the age of about 6, 7, 8, my father bringing me to the first auction, and all I saw was this guy in a cowboy hat, and he had a belt buckle you could serve turkey dinner. Serious, it was so big, it's like, wow. But I was just fascinated with that. I'm going to involve my father in my life. So he was retired, and I said, hey, Dad, let's go to auction school. And he's like, what? So my brother, my father, and I went to auction school down in Kansas City, Missouri, and we took the class. We became certified licensed and did the whole 9 yards, sold the feeder pigs by the pound. Sold the cattle, the industrial machinery, the farm equipment. So I went through all that. I got licensed in all of that, and also got my appraiser license in antiques. And then I came back thinking, okay, maybe now my dad will approve of me, but oh no, he goes, you'll never become an auctioneer. You kidding? And I go, well, maybe I will. And he goes, no, you won't. Well, nothing ever happened to it. He continued to be critical and crabby. And a week later, somebody called me and they did an article on a former Mrs. Minnesota turned auctioneer. And that is what absolutely took me from being like, why did I ever do this? What am I going to do in my life? I had the kids at home at that time. They were 7 and 9, so I was a stay-at-home mom. I went to auction school, and then the article comes out. And I got phone calls. I got a phone call saying, will you donate your service to this? And I'm like, sure, no problem. So Diabetes Golf Tournament at Golden Valley Country Club, they called me, diabetes organization, and says, will you do this auction? Well, I've never been in front of affluent people before. Yeah, I got all gussied up and everything, but I was a nervous wreck. And so they'll come in and do this auction. Well, I went in the bathroom, I did dry heaves, and I'm like, how am I going to do it? I literally, seriously, it was so bad, I was so nervous. I thought, I got to get up on a podium with a microphone and not sell feeder pigs? Are you kidding? I gotta sell trips and jewelry and fur coats. And that comes to the story that I thought this was gonna be my first and last auction. I didn't think I would ever get called. How stupid could that be? But I didn't know, because I was such a nervous wreck, what my audience was. But the phone kept ringing and ringing. So that first year, I donated my services to 52 auctions. That first year. And then I thought, think I'm gonna make a living and pay more than my dry cleaning bill. So that's what I did. I furthered, my advancement and asked for a few bucks to pay for my dry cleaning and do my hair and makeup, but then the demand for my services continued to escalate. And so now that's been 18 years since then, and done 1,900 auctions in 18 years. Okay, so here we go. 2.5, $2.50. Let's go. 2.5. Raise your hand. 2.5. What do you get? $5. What do you get? $5 on this side. Do you want to see it a little more? Okay, I don't have PowerPoint presentation. I don't want the. Wait. It's a wooden sign. All right, $5. What do you get? 7.5. I have 7.5. What do you get? $10. Anyone at $10 is bid? What do you get? 12.5. I have 12.5. Bid. What do you get? 15. I have 15. Thank you. Now 17.50. 17.50. 17.50 here. What do you get? $20. I have 20 here. What do you get? 22.5. What do you get? 22. Anyone can join in at this time. 22.5. What do you get? 22.50. Thank you, and welcome to the live auction. 22.5. What do you get? 25. I need 25. What do you get? 25. Now 27.50. I have 27.50. What do you get? $30. Anyone at $30? It's worth about 45, so you're way less. $30 is bid. What do you get? 32.5. I need 32.5. What do you get? 32.50. I have 32.50. Now 35. Let's go 35. What do you can bid again, 35. I have 32.5. Now 35. I have 35, and thank you. Now 37.50. At 35 here. What do you get? 37.50. Anyone at 37.5? What do you get? 37.5. Thank you. I have 37.5. Now 40. $40. Now 42.5. Thank you. Now 45. Let's go $45. I have 42.50. What do you get? 45. I have 45. Now it's going to be a tax write-off because it's worth more than that. 45. Now 47.50. See, nowadays 47.5. Now 50. I have 47.5. What do you get? $50. Anyone at $50? Thank you. 50 is bid. Now 52.5. Anyone at 52.50? I have 50 here. What do you get? 52.50. I have 52.5. What do you get? 55. Let's go 55. What do you get? 55. What do you get? $55. I have 52.50 here. What do you get? 55. It's only money. So 52.50, 55, 55 is bid. What do you, isn't it? If I was bidding, I would be a wreck. Don't your heart kind of like? 57.5. Let's go $60. $60 is bid. What do you get? 62.5. I need 62.50. I have 60 right there. What do you get? 62.50. I have 62.50. I'll go 65. 65. What do you get? 65. I have 62.5. What do you get? 65. Anyone at $65? Last chance. 65. 65. Thank you. Now 67.50. I have 67.50. What do you get? 70. Anyone at $70? What do you get? 70. Anyone at $70? What do you get? $70. One more time. $70. You're out, my lady friend. Everybody's out at 70. Sold at 67.50. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. 67.50.